Have you ever wondered why we crave the approval of others? It's a question that stirs the mind, isn't it? In the realm of Taoism, a rich philosophical tradition that originated in ancient China, this question takes on a profound significance. You see, our desire for approval can greatly influence our actions and decisions. It can shape our sense of self, even define our identity. This potency of approval, this power it holds over us, is encapsulated in a Taoist saying, "Care about people's approval and you will always be their prisoner." Well, that's a rather sobering thought, isn't it? It suggests that our quest for acceptance might just be a self-imposed shackle, a confinement of our own making. But what does it mean to be a prisoner of approval? And how does Taoism, with its wisdom of the ages, view this dilemma? Let's delve deeper into these intriguing questions. Let's delve into the depths of this profound quote. To truly appreciate its wisdom, we need to dissect it into its key components. The first part, care about people's approval, speaks about the human tendency to seek validation. We, as social creatures, often find ourselves craving for appreciation, acknowledgement, and acceptance from those around us. This desire, while inherently human, can sometimes become an encumbrance. Now, why is that? Well, the moment we start giving undue importance to others' opinions, we start living our lives according to their expectations, their standards. We start tailoring our actions, our thoughts, even our dreams, to fit into the molds they've created. We start compromising our authenticity, our uniqueness, for the sake of approval. This brings us to the second part of the quote, "And you will always be their prisoner." The metaphor of being a prisoner here is indeed powerful. It represents the loss of personal freedom, the surrendering of our individuality. When we allow others' approval to dictate our lives, we essentially become captives, constrained by the shackles of societal expectations and the bars of conformity. But what does Taoism have to say about this? Taoism, a philosophy deeply rooted in self-awareness and harmony, views the pursuit of approval as a deviation from our true selves. It encourages us to embrace our uniqueness, to follow our own path, regardless of what others might think or say. Taoism teaches us that personal freedom isn't about doing what others approve of, but about being true to ourselves, about expressing our individuality without fear or hesitation. So in essence, Taoism suggests that seeking approval can limit our freedom and self-expression. It invites us to break away from the chains of societal expectations and to explore the vast expanse of our individuality. It encourages us to be free to be ourselves and to embark on a journey of self-discovery and self-actualization, because after all, we are not prisoners, but explorers in this vast expanse of life. But how does this philosophy apply to our everyday lives? Let's delve into this, shall we? The chase for approval can show up in various forms and situations. It might surface as a constant need to impress your peers, or perhaps an overwhelming desire to meet your parents' expectations. In the workplace, it could manifest as an incessant striving for recognition and validation from your boss. But the more we seek approval, the more we become prisoners of other people's opinions, chained by their expectations and confined by their judgments. This doesn't mean we should disregard others entirely, it's about finding the right balance. Enter Taoism. This ancient philosophy encourages us to find our own path, to be true to ourselves, and to live authentically. It teaches us to embrace our uniqueness and to not let the fear of judgment confine us. In essence, Taoism encourages us to find our own path, independent of others' opinions. Now, it's time for a moment of introspection. Let's turn the lens inward and examine our own relationship with approval. Consider this. When was the last time you made a decision purely for the sake of someone else's approval? Was it something trivial like choosing a restaurant, or something more significant like a career path or a relationship? Now ponder on this. Did seeking that approval bring you happiness, or did it merely cage you in expectations and anxieties? Taoism invites us to find freedom in releasing the need for external validation. It suggests that our authentic selves can only truly shine when we're not confined by the prison of others' approval. So let's ask ourselves, how much of our lives are dictated by the desire for approval? What decisions would we make differently if we were not seeking validation from others? Are we ready to step outside the prison of approval and embrace the freedom Taoism suggests?